The Shoreview Down Payment Assistance programs for first-time homebuyers come in two varieties. One is at $20,000 and one is at $30,000, making the Shoreview Down Payment Assistance programs one of the most generous in the state of Minnesota. In this video, we're going to talk about who is it for, how do you qualify, how do you get it, what you need to know about the programs, and if you stay around to the end, I've got a bonus that is worthwhile you staying for. I'm Peter Lindquist with the Lindquist Team at Guaranteed Rate. Been working with first-time homebuyers for over 30 years. If you want a house, we'll get you home. I'll be your guide today as we talk about the Shoreview Down Payment Assistance programs and everything you need to know about them. Love to hear from you in the comments below. What's bringing you to Shoreview? Are you looking for an affordable house or do you have a job there? Please add your comments below. And while you're there, please consider subscribing to our channel where we'll talk about down payment assistance programs like this video. We'd appreciate it very much. So who is the Shoreview Down Payment Assistance Program for? Specifically for first-time homebuyers. But I do want to note that first-time homebuyers are defined as a homebuyer who has not owned a home in the last 3 years. So if you previously owned a home and sold it before that time, you are considered a first-time homebuyer again. A single family home or even a duplex, a townhome, a condo, any of those types of properties within Shoreview city limits, up to a maximum purchase price of $425,000. The two loans have different income limits. The one with the higher income limit will go up to $30,000. That loan, you make interest-only payments at a low rate of interest. Currently, it's at 3% interest, and you're making only interest-only payments, and then you pay off the loan at the end of the term. The lower income limit is $20,000, and that's at 0% interest, 0 monthly payments. It's not a forgivable loan, but you don't need to make payments on it until you sell the home or pay off the mortgage or vacate the house. So let's talk about how to qualify for the Shoreview Down Payment Assistance Program. First, we'll take a look at the income limits. We're looking at the income chart for the Shoreview Down Payment Assistance Program. I'm going to paste a link to this site in the description below. You'll notice that the chart is for 2022 and it will change sometime after May of 2023, likely increasing. When you look at this chart, you're going to pay attention to, on the top is household size. It's just how many people are living in the house with you. And we're going to pay attention to this AMI percentage. That's area median income percentage. We're going to pay attention to 80% and 120%. 80% is for the $20,000 program that is 0% interest. 120% is for the $30,000 program. Any income over those limits does not qualify for these programs. For an individual, for one person, 120% is $100,150 of income, or $62,600 at 80%. For a family of four, you're going to see 89.4 at 80% and 143,050. So when you're looking at whether or not you qualify, you'll want to talk to us because the way that they calculate incomes on this can be a little bit different than you might think, but this will give you a good idea as to whether or not this program might be available for you. Now, for qualifying, first of all, you have to qualify for the underlying first mortgage. That can be conventional, FHA, VA, as long as it's a 30-year fixed rate loan. The program requires that you put at least 3% on or behalf of you into the property, but that's not as much as it sounds. Consider this: at $400,000 for a sales price, 3% is $12,000. That can be seller paid closing costs. It can be a gift. It can be even other down payment assistance programs. Any other money remaining that is owed by you can be paid as a gift, seller paid closing costs, etc. The program has a maximum debt to income ratio of 50%. So that means that the housing payment plus all of your current monthly debt payments cannot exceed over 50% of your gross income. We'll help you qualify that during the pre-approval process. And as with all first-time buyer products, you need to attend a class, And I'll put links to the online class as well as in-person classes in the description below. So now, how do you get the Shoreview Down Payment Assistance loan? Well, number one, you need to work with a lender who actually offers it. Not all lenders do. A lot of banks and credit unions really don't offer these kinds of programs. So you need to work with a lender who is qualified to work with it and whose company approves of it. Whatever lender you choose needs to do both the underlying first mortgage as well as the down payment assistance loan. I would love to be your choice for that. So now let's talk about a few things that you need to know about the Shoreview Down Payment Assistance Program. I'm going to put links below to the NeighborWorks Home Partners site as well as the city site. One thing I'll note is that when the two differ, pay attention to the NeighborWorks site. They are the administrators for this program. You need to know that it's a second mortgage. This is not a forgivable loan. It will be attached to your property that you'll need to eventually pay off. Down payment assistance can help you reduce your monthly payments. It can reduce your loan to value so that mortgage insurance payments may be reduced or even eliminated depending on the purchase price and loan amounts. These programs do require a bit more time. City of Shoreview requests on their site that they need at least 30 days to process a loan. So this is not a good loan for a really fast close. In the Shoreview Down Payment Assistance Program, like all other community-based programs, has limited funding, so it's not always available. Feel free to check in with me before going out looking at homes, and I'm glad to look it up for you if they've got funding. Now, we talked about a bonus, and here it is. The City of Shoreview Down Payment Assistance Program can be partnered with other programs. So, for example, the Minnesota Housing Finance Agency has their deferred payment loan programs that are either $12,500 or $15,000. If you combine the City of Shoreview $30,000 with the Minnesota Housing $15,000, that would be a total of $45,000 in down payment assistance. The Shoreview Down Payment Assistance Program is really one of the Twin Cities' best programs. I'll put links below for how to get pre-approved for the program, as well as all the other programs that we talked about in the video. If you've got questions or comments, please add them below or feel free to reach out to me directly.
House. We will get you home. We will get you home.
I want to buy a house, please get me home.
We will get you home at last. We will get you home.